Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm super excited to share the top 25 upcoming Nintendo Switch games that are going to blow your mind. These games are either confirmed or heavily rumored to be coming to our favorite console, and I can't wait to get my hands on them. Let's jump right into the countdown. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 arriving on October 2nd, 2025, and bringing together two of the most acclaimed 3D platformers of all time in one modern package. This collection gives players the chance to experience Mario's galaxy-spanning adventures like never before, featuring enhanced visuals, smoother controls, and quality of life improvements designed for both handheld and TV play. Fans can enjoy motion controls as originally intended, or opt for more traditional stick and button setups, ensuring the gameplay feels fresh yet familiar. The remaster also includes a built-in soundtrack player to relive the orchestral scores outside of gameplay, as well as additional storybook content expanding Rosalina's lore. On the original Switch, the games run up to 1080p, while the Switch 2 version will receive a free 4K update, with imaginative planets, creative power-ups, and the return of Yoshi in Galaxy 2. This release offers both nostalgia and innovation for fans and newcomers alike. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, scheduled for release in 2026, and it promises to deliver a fresh yet nostalgic RPG experience from Square Enix's acclaimed Team Asano. Built in the striking HD 2D style that blends pixel artistry with modern lighting and depth, the game follows Elliot, a courageous young adventurer, and his fairy companion Faye as they set out from the kingdom of Huther into a vast world filled with dangerous beast tribes, ancient ruins, and long-forgotten secrets. Their journey unravels mysteries stretching back 1,000 years, blending storytelling, exploration, and real-time combat. Players can switch between multiple weapons like swords, bows, chains, and sickles, customizing their abilities with magical enhancements, while Faye provides support both in battle and puzzle-filled exploration. With its mix of strategy, lore, and cinematic presentation, this adventure is shaping up to be one of the standout RPGs on the Switch platform.
In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike. Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer.
Mario Tennis Fever, releasing on February 12, 2026, and it promises to push the beloved Mario Tennis series into new territory with its biggest roster and most dynamic mechanics yet. Developed by Camelot, this entry introduces the innovative Fever Racket system, allowing players to unleash unique effects such as freezing the court, shrinking rivals, or summoning shadow doubles once the fever gauge is charged during intense rallies. With 38 playable characters, the largest lineup in series history, the game offers immense variety in both playstyles and strategies. Fans can dive into multiple modes, including the classic tournament mode, the inventive mix-it-up mode inspired by Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and the adventurous, story-driven campaign where Mario and friends, transformed into baby versions of themselves, must rebuild their tennis skills to save the day. Featuring both traditional controls and Joy-Con motion options, along with local and online multiplayer, Mario Tennis Fever is shaping up to be a fresh and thrilling evolution of Mario's sports legacy.
A talking flower provides riveting commentary in tournament mode. Aim for the top by completing different objectives in the Trial Towers mode. Play matches with unexpected rules in Mix-It-Up mode. Even some where you'll
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots made its debut on Nintendo Switch on September 5th, 2025, marking the first time the beloved golf franchise has appeared on a non-Sony platform. Developed by Hyde and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, the game retains the series' signature 3-button swing mechanic, making it accessible for newcomers while offering depth for seasoned players. Players can enjoy a variety of modes, including challenge mode, solo rounds, and the whimsical Wacky Golf, which introduces unconventional obstacles like tornadoes and monoliths. The game features over 25 unlockable characters and 10+ courses, providing ample content for both solo and multiplayer sessions. Notably, the Switch version received a patch, version 1.1.1, that uncaps the frame rate, enhancing performance on Switch 2. However, some users have reported inconsistent performance on the original Switch hardware. Despite minor technical issues, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots delivers a fun and engaging golfing experience for fans of the series and newcomers alike.
The heat is on now!
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is an upcoming side-scrolling platformer for the Nintendo Switch 2, slated for release in spring 2026. In this enchanting new adventure, Yoshi discovers a peculiar talking book named Mr. E, whose pages contain information about unusual creatures. Intrigued, Yoshi dives into the book's chapters, each serving as a unique level filled with interactive environments and puzzles. The game features a distinctive art style reminiscent of traditional stop-motion animation, with lower frame rates in certain character actions, such as jumping, adding to its handcrafted aesthetic. Players will encounter various creatures within the book, each with unique abilities that can be utilized to solve puzzles and navigate through levels. As Yoshi explores, he will catalog his discoveries, expanding the book's content and uncovering secrets hidden within its pages. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book promises to deliver a delightful and imaginative experience for players of all ages, combining classic platforming elements with a fresh, storybook-inspired twist.
We found some dandelions. Touch them and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, set to launch in 2026. This next entry in the acclaimed tactical RPG series introduces a compelling new narrative centered around the Heroic Games, a gladiatorial tournament in which victors are granted wishes by the mysterious Divine Sovereign. Players step into the role of Kai, a spear-wielding protagonist driven by a personal mission, alongside a cast of allies such as Queen Theodora and Dietrich, each with their own ambitions and backstory. The game's world draws inspiration from ancient Mediterranean cultures, featuring Roman-style colosseums, richly detailed landscapes, and mythic elements like crest stones and demonic beasts. Fans of the series will also notice connections to Fire Emblem Three Houses, including the return of the deity Sothis, creating a sense of continuity within the franchise, promising cinematic storytelling, strategic depth, and emotionally driven characters. Fortune's Weave aims to deliver a fresh yet familiar Fire Emblem experience that will appeal to both longtime fans and newcomers.
I must cull it with this blade.
my full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
One of the highly anticipated upcoming games for Nintendo Switch 2 is Popucom, set to launch in holiday 2025. This vibrant co-op puzzle platformer immerses players in a colorful exoplanet world filled with quirky creatures, intricate puzzles, and creative challenges. In the two-player story mode, participants wield the Pomu gel shooter to match colors, solve physics-based puzzles, and strategically target enemies' color-coded limbs to progress through levels. For larger groups, the 4-player party mode provides a fun arcade-style experience with competitive minigames, adding replayability and variety. Along the way, players can uncover special artifacts such as Rolo the Bomb and Power Kid, each granting unique abilities to overcome obstacles and enhance gameplay. Customization is a key feature, allowing players to personalize their characters with a wide range of clothing and cosmetic options. With its charming art style, engaging mechanics, and cooperative gameplay, Popucom promises a delightful, imaginative experience that appeals to both casual and dedicated players alike. Suika Game Planet, set to release digitally in winter 2025. This puzzle-focused game builds on the viral success of the original Suika game, challenging players to combine matching fruits to create ever larger watermelons in a satisfying chain reaction gameplay loop. The game introduces new mechanics and cooperative elements, making it ideal for multiplayer fun. On Nintendo Switch 2, a local 4-player cooperative mode allows friends to team up and strategize together, while GameShare support lets multiple players join in without each owning a copy. Players must carefully plan their moves, timing fruit combinations, and leveraging chain reactions to maximize their scores. With its colorful visuals, simple yet addictive mechanics, and the added social element of cooperative play, Suika Game Planet promises to provide a fresh, engaging puzzle experience that appeals to both fans of the original game and newcomers looking for a fun and casual challenge on the Nintendo Switch platform. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, set to release on December 4th, 2025. This next installment in the beloved Metroid series transports players to the mysterious planet Vuros, where Samus Aran must confront new enemies and uncover hidden secrets. The game blends classic exploration-based Metroid gameplay with innovative mechanics, including psychic abilities and a futuristic motorcycle called Viola, which adds speed and mobility to traversal across diverse environments ranging from dense jungles to arid deserts. The Nintendo Switch 2 version enhances the experience further, with support for 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, 1800p at 120 frames per second, and optional mouse controls, providing a visually stunning and immersive adventure. Players can also collect amiibo figures such as Samus, Samus with Viola, and Psylux to unlock additional content. With its rich world design, deep gameplay systems, and engaging narrative, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond promises to be a landmark entry for fans and newcomers alike. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, set to launch on November 14th, 2025. This 3D fighting game revives the beloved Budokai Tenkaichi series, delivering over 180 playable characters from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and several movies, making it the largest roster in franchise history. Each fighter comes with signature moves, transformations, and special abilities, allowing players to recreate iconic battles or invent dream matchups. The game offers a variety of modes, including Episode Battle to relive key story moments, Custom Battle for player-created scenarios, and multiple versus modes for competitive play locally or online. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game takes advantage of enhanced hardware, delivering improved graphics, smoother performance, and more dynamic effects for explosive battles. With its expansive roster, faithful adaptations of signature moves, and rich gameplay options, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero promises an electrifying experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series.
You're looking quite well, Gohan. Truth be known, I've often wondered what it would be like to fight against you in this body.
What's the matter, dear brother?
Experience limit-breaking Dragon Ball battles!
Alright, let's Full Metal Schoolgirl, set to release on October 23rd, 2025. This over-the-top shooter combines fast-paced gunplay and melee combat, following two cyborg schoolgirls as they ascend a towering 100-story skyscraper to confront the corrupt CEO of the dystopian Eternal Jobs Corporation. The game blends intense action with satirical elements, including live-streamed battles where viewers can donate to upgrade the protagonists, adding a unique interactive twist to the gameplay. Players can customize their characters with both unlockable and optional outfits, offering visual variety and personal flair. The narrative is infused with humor and absurdity, providing a playful yet thrilling atmosphere as players navigate chaotic levels filled with enemies, traps, and boss encounters. With its combination of dynamic combat, engaging story, and character customization, Full Metal Schoolgirl promises a bold and memorable experience for fans of fast-paced action and quirky, irreverent storytelling on the Nintendo Switch platform.
おまけにあいつら勝ち込みを配信して投げ銭稼いでやがる。まさに迷惑系ジョベリバー。しかもよ、夜な夜な来るたんびになんか強くなってて、きっと誰かが裏で糸引いてやがる。
Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake, set to release in early 2026. This remake reimagines the 2003 classic survival horror game, known for its chilling atmosphere and innovative camera obscura mechanic, which allows players to capture and combat vengeful spirits through photography. Players take control of twin sisters Mio and Mayu Amakura as they explore a haunted village trapped in eternal darkness, uncovering sinister secrets linked to a forbidden ritual. The remake features fully updated graphics and audio, heightening the sense of dread and immersion while modernizing the gameplay with refined controls and smoother mechanics. Atmospheric sound design, terrifying enemies, and intricate environmental storytelling ensure that every corner of the village feels unsettling and alive. With its combination of psychological horror, suspenseful exploration, and emotionally driven narrative, Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake promises to deliver a deeply haunting and unforgettable experience for both returning fans and newcomers on the Nintendo Switch platform. Kirby Air Riders, set to release on November 20th, 2025. Serving as a spiritual successor to the 2003 GameCube title Kirby Air Ride, this racing game brings fast-paced vehicular action to the Switch, featuring iconic characters like Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede, and Starman. Each character possesses unique abilities and special moves, while a variety of customizable machines with different stats allow players to strategize for races and battles across ground and aerial courses. A standout feature is the revamped City Trial mode, which supports up to 16 players online, letting participants gather power-ups, hijack machines, and compete in dynamic mini-games culminating in stadium challenges. The game combines traditional racing mechanics with the whimsical charm of the Kirby universe, offering engaging single-player experiences as well as competitive multiplayer fun. With its colorful visuals, expanded gameplay modes, and strategic depth, Kirby Air Riders promises an exhilarating and memorable racing adventure for fans of the franchise and newcomers alike.
Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase. Plus, with the Amiibo, you can swap riders. Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine. Levels.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflections, set to release on March 13th, 2026. This third installment in the Monster Hunter Stories series introduces a darker narrative centering on twin Rathalos born from a single egg whose existence reignites a conflict between the kingdoms of Azuria and Vermeil. Players take on the role of the heir to Azuria, the kingdom's sole Rathalos rider, embarking on an epic journey to uncover the truth behind a mysterious phenomenon called the encroachment, which petrifies monsters and threatens the balance of the world. The game expands on previous mechanics with open-world exploration, seamless in-air monstie switching, and a new monster gauge system that adds depth and strategy to combat. For the first time, players can ride the infamous Plesioth, adding an exciting new dynamic to traversal and battles. With a diverse roster of monsters, strategic turn-based combat, and a rich, immersive story, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection promises an engaging and memorable adventure for both longtime fans and newcomers to the franchise on Nintendo Switch.
Unraveling the world's greatest mysteries? Man, the Rangers are so cool!
Look at that! It's gone feral!
Got it!
I needed to know what she hoped to accomplish.
Hades 2, set to release on September 25th, 2025. This sequel to Supergiant Games' acclaimed roguelike Hades puts players in the role of Millennium, the immortal princess of the underworld and sister to Zagreus, as she embarks on a quest to defeat Kronos, the Titan of Time. The game retains the fast-paced, action-oriented combat of its predecessor, while introducing new mechanics, abilities, and a deeper narrative rooted in Greek mythology. Players will explore procedurally generated areas of the underworld, encounter challenging enemies, and engage in dynamic boss fights that test both strategy and reflexes. On Nintendo Switch 2, the game runs smoothly at 120 frames per second in TV mode and 60 frames per second in handheld mode, offering a visually striking and responsive experience. With its rich storytelling, enhanced gameplay systems, and roguelike progression, Hades 2 promises an unforgettable adventure that appeals to both returning fans and newcomers seeking intense, replayable action on the Switch platform.
Care for a little wager here? Bet I'll take more of them than you. Let's see how strong you really are.
Time would wear us down, but with patience, we can withstand him until our night arrives. This is it.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, set to release on February 5th, 2026. This remake of the classic Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past reinvents the original with a handcrafted diorama art style inspired by Dragon Quest XI, offering a visually rich and charming world. Players embark on an epic journey across past and present, restoring islands and uncovering lost civilizations by collecting magical stone fragments that open portals to forgotten eras. The game introduces streamlined storytelling, visible overworld enemies, instant defeats for weaker foes, and revamped turn-based combat, enhancing pacing and engagement. A new moonlighting system allows characters to equip two classes simultaneously, unlocking unique abilities and perks, while the Monster Master vocation lets players summon powerful monsters to aid in battle. With its strategic combat, immersive narrative, and beautifully reimagined environments, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined promises a deeply engaging experience that appeals to both longtime fans and newcomers on the Nintendo Switch platform.
And trials. What awaits them beyond it all?
Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, set to release on September 25th, 2025. This highly anticipated title from Sonic Team offers a fast-paced, dimension-hopping racing experience across 24 tracks and 15 unique worlds accessible through travel rings. The game features an expansive roster of 23 characters, including iconic heroes like Sonic, as well as guest characters such as Joker from Persona 5, Ichiban Kasuga from Yakuza Like a Dragon, Hatsune Miku, and Minecraft's Steve. Players can select from over 45 vehicles, including Extreme Gear hoverboards, and fully customize them with more than 70 gadgets and over 100 parts and decals, allowing for both visual flair and performance optimization. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds supports local multiplayer for up to 8 players and online play for up to 12, offering competitive and cooperative modes. With its vibrant visuals, strategic vehicle customization, and fast-paced gameplay, the game promises to deliver a thrilling and engaging racing experience for both longtime Sonic fans and newcomers on the Nintendo Switch platform. Witchbrook, set to release in winter 2025. In this magical adventure, players take on the role of a witch in training at Witchbrook College, located in the enchanting seaside town of Mossport. The game features a richly detailed pixel art world where players can brew potions, fly on brooms, practice divination, and experiment with alchemy, creating a fully immersive magical experience. Mossport is a living, breathing town, filled with residents who follow intricate daily routines, seasonal festivals, and unique events that make the world feel dynamic and alive. Players can build friendships, pursue romance, and participate in school activities as they progress toward graduation, all while uncovering the mysteries of the magical world. Witchbrook also supports cooperative play for up to 4 players, allowing friends to race on brooms, attend events together, and explore the town side by side. With its charming art style, deep gameplay systems, and whimsical world, Witchbrook promises a captivating and enchanting adventure for players seeking a magical life simulation on Nintendo Switch. Resident Evil Requiem, set to release on February 27th, 2026. This 9th main installment in the acclaimed franchise introduces a new protagonist, FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, who returns to a mysterious hotel where her mother, journalist Alyssa Ashcroft, died years earlier. Players will explore a chilling and atmospheric environment filled with suspense, hidden dangers, and grotesque creatures, while unraveling the dark secrets behind the hotel and its connection to a wider conspiracy. The game allows players to switch between first-person and third-person perspectives, providing flexibility in gameplay style and immersion. Built on Capcom's RE engine, it delivers high-quality visuals, realistic lighting, and detailed environments that enhance the tension and horror experience. Resident Evil Requiem also integrates strategic resource management and puzzle-solving elements, hallmark features of the series, making every encounter feel intense and consequential. With its blend of gothic horror, compelling narrative, and immersive gameplay, Resident Evil Requiem promises a gripping and memorable experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on the Nintendo Switch platform.
Stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving. What's wrong? I'll explain later.
Octopath Traveler 0, set to release on December 4th, 2025. Serving as a prequel to the original Octopath Traveler, the game follows a fully customizable protagonist whose hometown Wishvale is destroyed by a devastating fire. Players embark on a journey to rebuild the town, utilizing town building and farming mechanics to construct buildings, recruit companions, and restore the community. Over 30 recruitable characters can join the party, each offering unique abilities and strategic advantages in both exploration and combat. The game retains the series' signature turn-based combat system, with the break and boost mechanics, adding depth and strategy to battles. Players can assign specific allies to manage structures, improving the efficiency and growth of their town while integrating exploration and combat rewards into the rebuilding process. With its combination of engaging storytelling, strategic battles, and immersive town-building elements, Octopath Traveler 0 promises a rich and captivating experience for both longtime fans of the series and newcomers alike, blending narrative depth with gameplay innovation on the Nintendo Switch platform.
Are you going to rebuild Wishvale? Or are you going to find the people who took our home from us?
Witness a tale of beginnings that unfolds across Orstera.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, set to release on November 6, 2025. Serving as a canonical prequel to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the game explores the untold story of the imprisoning war and the events that shaped Hyrule's history. Players step into the roles of legendary heroes, including Princess Zelda and King Rauru, battling Ganondorf's forces across vast battlefields filled with hordes of enemies. The game features signature Musou-style combat, allowing for fast-paced, large-scale battles, devastating combos, and powerful sync strikes with allies. Enhanced Zonai devices with elemental effects such as water and wind add strategic depth to combat, while cooperative modes including split-screen and game share enable friends to play together seamlessly. Amiibo support unlocks special weapons and abilities, with bonuses tied to save data from previous Zelda titles. With its immersive story, dynamic combat mechanics, and rich exploration of Hyrule's lore, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment promises a thrilling and epic experience for fans of the series on Nintendo Switch.
But you sought it from Hyrule of all places?
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, set to release on January 22nd, 2026. This expanded edition of the acclaimed 2020 Final Fantasy VII Remake includes the additional story content Episode Intermission, focusing on the agile ninja Yuffie Kisaragi as she infiltrates Shinra to steal a powerful materia. The game features a hybrid battle system that seamlessly blends real-time action with strategic, command-based combat, delivering dynamic and engaging gameplay. Players can explore Midgar in breathtaking detail, interact with iconic characters, and experience an enriched narrative that deepens the lore of the Final Fantasy VII universe. A new, streamlined progression mode allows players to enjoy the story with unlimited HP and MP, maxed out limit breaks, and high damage output, offering a more relaxed experience for those who want to focus on narrative. Pre-order bonuses include a digital copy of the original Final Fantasy VII, providing fans with both nostalgia and modern gameplay. With its cinematic presentation, immersive world, and refined combat mechanics, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade promises a memorable and epic RPG adventure on the Nintendo Switch platform.
No freaking way!
Boss!
Get wrecked!
Dynasty Warriors Origins, set to release on January 22nd, 2026. This latest entry in the long-running franchise is set during the turbulent Three Kingdoms era of ancient China, where players take on the role of a nameless martial artist suffering from amnesia. As the protagonist journeys through war-torn lands, they encounter legendary figures such as Liu Bei, Cao Cao, and Sun Jian, forming alliances and making choices that influence branching story paths. The game features 9 distinct weapon types, each with upgradable abilities, allowing for dynamic, customizable combat. Large-scale battles emphasize strategic gameplay, enabling players to command troops, suppress rebellions, and engage in pivotal skirmishes that shape the outcome of the war. An expansive world map offers missions, side quests, and exploration opportunities that deepen player engagement. With its combination of high-intensity Musou-style combat, rich storytelling, and strategic depth, Dynasty Warriors Origins promises an immersive and thrilling experience on the Nintendo Switch, appealing to both longtime fans of the series and newcomers alike. Pokémon Legends ZA, set to release on October 16th, 2025. Set in the vibrant Kalos region with Lumiose City as its central hub, the game blends urban exploration with classic Pokémon adventure. Players can engage in the new ZA Royale mode, where strategic real-time battles allow for preemptive strikes against wandering trainers during nighttime hours, adding intensity and tactical depth to encounters. The Battle Club feature supports up to 4 players in both cooperative and competitive link or ranked battles, fostering dynamic multiplayer experiences. Character customization has been expanded, letting players personalize their avatars with a wide variety of outfits and accessories. Classic gameplay elements are reimagined with the return of Mega Evolutions, including new forms for Pokémon such as Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja, while the Mega Dimension DLC adds further Mega Evolutions and story content. With its combination of urban exploration, strategic combat, multiplayer modes, and deep customization, Pokémon Legends ZA promises an engaging and fresh experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch. Persona 3 Reload, set to release on February 2nd, 2026. This full remake of the classic Persona 3 brings modernized graphics, a reimagined soundtrack, and enhanced gameplay mechanics while preserving the story of high school students navigating daily life alongside supernatural battles. Players follow the protagonist and their friends as they confront the mysterious Dark Hour, a hidden time when shadows emerge and threaten humanity. The game blends social simulation with strategic turn-based combat, allowing players to form bonds with classmates, manage school life, participate in extracurricular activities, and summon powerful personas to battle shadows in dynamic dungeons. Refined combat mechanics, smarter AI behaviors, and quality of life improvements make both exploration and battle more fluid and engaging. With its rich narrative, memorable characters, and the unique integration of daily life and dungeon crawling, Persona 3 Reload promises an immersive, modernized, and captivating RPG experience for both longtime fans and newcomers on Nintendo Switch. Those are my picks for the top 25 upcoming Nintendo Switch games that have me most excited. Which of these games are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you discover some new games to add to your wish list, please give it a like and consider subscribing to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.